iPad and insurance on it. On my phone and iPad. But educated discount with AT&T, 25% off.
But do you Yeah. Ooh. Hey.
Oh man. Dear Millennials, the Lit Ass Podcast.
Lit, motherfucking litty.
What it do, baby? I don't know who says that, but that has been stuck in my head for the longest. Make sure you keep up with us on Facebook. Just search Dear Millennials. Other updates and merchandise. Follow us on Instagram at Dear Millennials _ Talk that ish to us on Twitter. Not Twitter, Twitter at D Millennials Pod. Show highlights on YouTube, Dear Millennials Podcast. We have our YouTube live show on there as well. Mondays, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. But this is the season finale. If you want to listen, search Dear Millennials Podcast on Apple, SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Prime, any and everywhere there's podcasts. You can find Dear Millennials. If you want to book, sponsor, donate, or submit any other inquiries, just email us, dearmillennialspodcast@gmail.com. We appreciate you for tuning in. Welcome to episode 10, our season 4 finale, entitled The Homegoing Celebration of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. It's your boy, Top Brain Marvin Frank, singer-songwriter, educator, student to the game, homie, lover, friend, McLovin. What's up, my brother? The funniest guy I know.
Oh man, thank you to my brother in thoughtness. It's your boy, McLovin. Got these chicks hot, straight out the oven. Educator, motivator, dark skin, drinking hand, teacher, preacher, got you dying laughing, calling me the Grim Reaper.
McLovin. I suggest apple cider vinegar every morning.
Okay, great.
Just a shot.
Okay.
Just a shot of it every morning.
Can I put a little whiskey
right up.
A little whiskey?
No whiskey, man.
Okay.
Just pour a little shot in the cap.
I got you. Mary Jane, what it do?
All right, it's your girl, Mary Jane, Georgia raised, Memphis made, book club creator, the HBCU advocator, and your favorite around the way girl.
Oh,
what's up, y'all?
Hey, Mary Jane. Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl, OPP, aka South Memphis Queen, also known as the Memphis Finest.
And together we are Dear Millennials, the Lit Ass Podcast. We have a very, I want to do my DJ envy. We have a very special guest joining us in the building. We have Ken Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ken Taylor. Ken Taylor Speaks. You got I love when you post that on Facebook, Ken Taylor Speaks. So every time I say it, I address you as Ken Taylor Speaks. He is a nationally recognized political strategist, author, motivational speaker. Word on the block is that you have a new book coming out.
Yeah, new book coming out. Really excited.
Oh, make sure you use the mic. Oh yeah, you good.
Got a new book coming out. Really excited about it.
What's the name of it?
It's called No More Pain, Just Power, and so it's coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. How can the people get it?
So they can go to the website, follow us on all Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Ken Taylor Speaks, and so they'll be able to go in there and find the book.
Y'all grab that. Real quick, I met Ken a couple of years back. I was interning on a campaign. I've been inspired by you ever since, my brother. And you've done a lot of work in education. You are invested in the Memphis community, and for that, we appreciate you. But thank you for joining us.
Man, I'm a huge fan of the show, so I'm glad to be here.
Oh, absolutely. Man, we appreciate it. Shout out to the shirt, too. Dripping.
You know, trying to a little bit.
Bye, Black, baby. All right. Again, we are Dear Millennials, the Lit Ass Podcast. We want to thank you so much for listening wherever you are, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening. You took the time out to check out Dear Millennials, the Lit Ass Podcast, and we appreciate you so much. We are live from Parasar Studios. Alec Ogg, we appreciate you so much, my brother.
Right on.
Again, welcome to episode 4, episode 10, season 4 finale, the homegoing celebration of 2020. All right, and we'll be getting into that. But first, it is time for our top 10 DM commandments. These are laws inspired by the culture and for the culture. All right. Commandment number 1, and we say together, thou shalt, you're fired.
Yeah.
All right, hit the road, Jack. Yeah, Donald Trump is trying to get up out that White House, man. Commandment number 2, thou shalt put that gun down, son, and get knocked out like your father used to. Rest in peace, Debo, man. Tiny Lester. Rest in peace to him.
Absolutely.
Man, it's crazy how impactful media is, and that, like, we obviously didn't know Debo personally, but just the amount.
Family.
Yeah, I felt like it though.
He was the American bully. Like, everything that he did was some type of bully shit. Like, for the most part, you know, everybody had shit. Here come Debo. Who? Debo.
And I do want to correct his name, Tommy Lister.
What'd you say at first?
I think I said Tiny, but I think it's Tommy Tiny.
Yeah, they call him
Lister.
Tiny.
Yeah, but I just didn't get the first name. But yeah, that was commandment number 2.
Commandment number 3, thou shalt don't say shit to me on December 21st. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I don't know if y'all know, but on December 21st, that is when black people will gain superpowers. I don't know if y'all have been looking at. y'all ain't never heard about this?
No.
What?
No.
Oh, man. Wow. Like, this is when, like, well, one is the start of the winter solstice, and also the planets are supposed to be aligned so precise that it is said that black people are going to gain superpowers. I don't know where the fuck y'all been, but this has, y'all don't be on my Instagram when I be posting stuff like y'all ain't
superpowers.
Don't say shit to me on December 2nd, 21st, because I'm liable to go Super Saiyan 10 on your ass and probably blow up the hood. So make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all keep y'all distance.
Man, all right, man. We're going to keep our distance. Commandment number 4, thou shalt be grounded and rooted. Y'all already know I'm excited about season 5 for Insecure. Shadow Act has shared a sneak peek into Insecure and what we can expect from Issa Rae and what this character will embody and show us. Of course, for those who tuned in with Mary Jane and I debrief, we talked about Insecure the entire season and everything that had happened. And on the very last show, Issa was a completely new person that we had never seen. She was, you know, much more grounded and rooted and secured in herself. So Shadow Act has shared, we'll see much more of that. And of course, highlighting the other characters as well, such as her brother, Amal D, Tiffany, and so much more. So I'm excited for 2021 with Insecure.
How
Mary
much
Jane,
is Issa Rae paying you?
How much is she paying?
How much is Issa Rae paying you?
First of all, I'm mad because she like,
How much is she
said,
paying me?
because she got me in the beginning. She's like, y'all know I'm already excited for season 5. I'm like, damn,
You know
right.
it.
We on season 5.
Right.
I'm thinking we on season. She's like, nah, fuck them. We talking about Insecure.
She on payroll. It's cool.
I'm going to be on her payroll. You
Were
know
you
what I'm
Team
saying?
Molly or Team Issa?
Look, going back to season 1,
Okay.
I don't know, because, you know, looking at Issa now from a completely different perspective, and then looking at Molly, kind of like looking at how like Issa is sometimes blind to her selfishness, and you know, it sits different going back from season 1, looking at it now to season 4. So I don't know, you know. I feel like Molly was a little bit more vested in the relationship than Issa at one point.
Yeah.
And that's how it got to where they were. You know, when she pointed her finger in her face, like,
It be like that sometimes.
it be like that. It is.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to unpack season 5 with you again.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. So commandment number 5. Thou shall be you no matter what. So we're going to shout out Sasha Obama breaking the internet last weekend. So I don't know, you all. I feel like we're getting old because these girls are just growing up on us and evolving. And I'm loving Sasha's like inner black womanhood. Like, it was the nails for me. I saw them nails. I was like, oh yeah, she bougie ratchet. Like, them nails was fine.
Ooh, you wouldn't be able to tell me ish. Kid, we have a Do you have a commandment
I
for
think
it?
I got a commandment. This kind of goes back generally to number one, right? If someone's fired, that means someone else is hired. So shout out to President-elect Joe Biden. And so my commandment is, thou shalt keep your cool and trust the process in spite of the opposition. So we know that like literally like with Joe Biden, over 100 lawsuits, over 80 different judges, 2 Supreme Court visits, and he consistently took the high road and just consistently just did everything he could to bring the country together. So definitely shout out to the Vice President-elect and to the President-elect and the Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Super excited to have her in the White House.
Vice President Auntie.
Vice President Auntie.
And I love when Joe Biden, what did he tell Trump? Shut up, man. Commandment number 7, thou shalt not be a Jabari. Okay, I'm referring to Power Book 2. Shout out to my frat brother, Marcus Williams. He's the University of Memphis alum as well. But he made this post and it has gone viral. But he basically said, don't be a Jabari. Jabari is a lame. He's stuck on this woman who was his former student, and now he's on her case about his assumption of her sleeping with a certain student. Anyway, shout out to Stars, Power Book 2. I love how the story is revealing itself. Shout out to Mary J. Blige. And I don't care what anybody says, Mary J. Blige is a great actress.
She mad through the whole.
But now her acting has gotten better. Now I remember first episode
I'm not
I
saying
wasn't
it's
feeling.
slow. I'm just like, it's her role to be like this super angry.
She's like a
person all
queen
day.
pin.
Okay.
She's taking over while hubby is locked up.
Okay.
Yep.
Number 7, thou shalt know who can I run to? Who can I run to? Yes.
Hold on,
Candy,
whoa.
don't do that. Candy Buress from Escape has finally announced that a biopic is coming of this amazing girl group. Yes. So we'll get the opportunity to see the highs and lows of Escapes and all of the drama in their romantic life in between. Shout out to the Shadow Act for dropping that. And also you can go on Candy Buress Instagram to find out more. Yes. Okay. I'm excited.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Commandment number 9. Commandment number 9. All right, y'all. So, I'm really afraid that the zombie apocalypse is like, did I pronounce that right?
Apocalypse? A cop around you? You better hang around Elon. Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. You know what she means. You know what she means.
I'm afraid that it is
apocalypse.
Us. So thou shall not get the COVID vaccine.
Please don't.
But be very careful and tread lightly with this vaccine. And I really would like to hear from those who are like pro vaccine and why and what their theory is, but tread lightly.
Alec is pro the vaccine. President Obama went on Breakfast Club and he said he would take it.
He also said that, I would drink Flint water and didn't drink Flint water when he went up there.
I'm just saying
that's
what
all
the
I'm
man
saying.
said.
At this point, I think everybody probably had COVID already and probably is more than likely immune to it. So
no,
I don't even
because
know.
You can get it again.
Yeah.
You can
I
get
didn't
it
have
again.
COVID. I wasn't sick last year. I ain't sick this year.
I ain't never had no
You didn't tell us you had COVID.
First and foremost.
I ain't never had no flu
if
shot.
you were around it, you already done had it.
I ain't never had no flu shot.
I ain't
don't
had
take
it either,
no
but I had
medicine.
the flu.
And I ain't never had the flu.
I had the flu and that's gone. I don't
So
take
you take a flu shot
either.
and then still get the flu.
Right.
What sense does that make?
Exactly. So the same thing with COVID.
All right. Brother Kid, commandment number 10.
Commandment number 10. Thou shalt not wait until the last minute. Went to Amazon Prime earlier today trying to get my nephew the perfect gift. And of course, it did not have the sticker that says, will arrive before Christmas.
You are a horrible uncle.
I know. But his birthday was on the 5th. So he's definitely taken care of. But thou shalt not wait till the last minute. Go ahead and get those last minute presents.
Like this commandment.
Go and
It's
get those
hard.
presents,
I've been
y'all.
lacking this year on Christmas gifts. Like, only bought 2. Everybody really at the store this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's been packed. Let's go ahead. So that was our last commandment, but I'm sorry. I got to add one more. 10.5. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. And I know we got to keep going with the topic. Okay. Thou shalt stop trying to find every little thing to be mad at. I'm referencing anybody that was mad at Snoop Dogg's comments about the song WAP, right? A woman asked him, what do you think of WAP? He said, well, shoot, I think it's a bit revealing for a woman. Now, he did acknowledge that the younger Snoop, he said, I would have been on the remix. He said his daughter likes the song. It's a part part of his daughter's generation, and so he understands it. But all he said was that he just feel like some things should be kept a little private. Now, whether or not you agree or disagree with Snoop, people's defense or their rebuttal was, then don't you make music about how the homies can't get none? Weren't you this and that? It's like, do you expect Snoop, a 50-year-old father, to say, yeah, I think WAP is a great song, it's doing a lot for but that's just me.
I mean, was he a 50-year-old father when he called Gail Jones a bitch though?
He wants 50.
I would say this. He did apologize. I don't agree with calling any woman a B word, but it is no secret how it feels like Gail had done a little too much in that interview as people were mourning Kobe Bryant. She was focusing on something that he was found innocent of. And it does not, and in my opinion, Oprah and Gail, specifically Oprah, I think she has contributed to this narrative of black men ain't being ish.
I agree.
Well, it's just not black men. Don't forget how she did Monique now. It's been
Monique.
So she's done a couple of people wrong.
Well,
she's done a couple of people not too well.
But I'm saying we can go on.
So can I?
Know it.
Go ahead.
I want to say one more because I feel like everybody else had two except for me. I ain't gonna cry about it though. Commandment number, this 11. I don't care about commandment number 11. Thou shalt stop what you're doing and celebrate a king birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, my birthday is when motherfucking day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Let's give him the Red Lobster. Happy birthday from all of us to you. Here at the Millennials, we love you. There we go.
Shout out to all the Sagittariuses. It is Sagittarius season, y'all. I was doing some of my horoscope, and for those who just want to know a little bit about me, I am a Sagittarius.
What is your Tinder application?
My rising is a Gemini, my moon is a Virgo, and my heaven is a Cancer. So just giving you all.
I'm glad you remember all of
so
that.
So that talks. I mean, the midheaven is more like your standing and like your career goal, like all that plays a big role into it. So
okay.
So yeah. So just thought I should let y'all know a real king birthday coming up. Y'all already know what it is. McLovin gonna be the big. All right. So
Well, we appreciate you, McLovin, and we love you, man. Happy birthday. And those were our top 913 commandments for this episode. Let's go ahead to our topic for the day. All right, we're discussing 2020. Episode 10, season 4 finale, the homegoing celebration of 2020. If you're watching on YouTube live, we appreciate you lighting that chat up. We see the cancers are being highlighted or shouted out. Shout out to Don, shouting out to Sagittarius. Yes, it is Sagittarius season. But yeah, let's talk about 2020 since this is our last episode together. So let's start with, all right, what were some of you all's favorite moments of 2020? And I don't mind beginning. My favorite moment was one of my favorite moments was Teddy Riley and Babyface, the first attempt to have a versus, and just Teddy Riley looking like that uncle who knows nothing about technology with the hands on the hip. That was one of my favorite moments of 2020. The versus. So really the versus series was definitely one of the highlights for me.
I think one of my highlights of 2020 publicly, I guess, because I have some personal ones, is, man, Kanye, man. I got to give it up for my guy, man. I think, damn, you ain't? Y'all got
Billionaire Yay.
Right.
Billion Yay.
Y'all got Allie guy back there laughing. Kanye, man, I think people have been sleeping on Kanye this year, man. I give a man his prop. He was confident enough to run for president. On top of that, still being an amazing father and still putting out music. Also had one of the hottest gospel albums. Let us not forget that.
Then he had best gospel album.
Best gospel album of the year. You know what I'm saying? So, look, the best moment, Kanye, Yeezy.
You already know my best moment is going. You already know. Don't even do it. It's like, just seeing Issa develop this character that finds her way in herself. That speaks volumes, especially to millennials. She goes from this person of extreme uncertainty to securing herself and being more centered and grounded and going after for what she really wants in life. Y'all already know, like, that's my show. That's my show. Like, Insecure, that's like one of the biggest highlights. And then having the opportunity to debrief it with the Mary Jane. So don't do that. Like, y'all already know that was gonna be my favorite moment.
You definitely on payroll, huh?
I'm not on payroll yet.
Or Mary Jane done cashed up to her because she done gave her a nice little.
Right.
Yes.
Say my name, girl.
Negative.
Mary Jane. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, Ken, would you like to go next?
Sure, yeah. I think for me, I had the opportunity to run Marquita Bradshaw for United States Senate. She was the first African-American female to be selected by a major party in Tennessee. And so just to see her ascend to that particular space, and the fact of who she is South Memphis. Like, she is South Memphis, and to see everybody love her and rally behind her, and for that was my highlight of 2020.
I definitely voted for her.
Yeah, me too.
Mary Jane.
All right, so my highlight is, Kamala, like, she broke history. So also being an AKA, like, that was my highlight. Okay, like, took it. I'm just glad that we came, we saw, we conquered. All right, and we just paved the way once again. So,
who paved the way once again?
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Why do you even have to ask? But you know what? That is the like that's public. That's public highlight. Personal highlight. Started my own business, got a new job. I mean, like, hey, 2020 was actually pretty well. Learned a lot though, but it was pretty well.
So on the positive note, right? Every positive, there's a lot of times associated with a negative. So did anybody have any least favorite moments of 2020?
Just being, I'm not gonna say it's a least favorite. I think I'm gonna say a learning moment for me. During the COVID time, I feel like I stayed in the house more, and I was able to get a lot more things accomplished. The fuck you laughing at?
You sure about that? Because I saw you outside.
What?
Where are you gonna bust it
Every time I called this fool, he was out.
Hell no. Why you lying? Man, yo, look, first of all, Marvin is over there like, this motherfucker lying. His ass ain't learned a goddamn thing. But I have learned a lot. I'm actually now trying to write a book. Wow. I am also trying to practice my pole dancing for whenever I get to those bachelorette parties. You know what I'm saying? Because they going to need to see that thing slang one more time before they get married. So, I'm trying to.
Fun fact, McLovin has actually gone viral dancing with T Goods. I just want to say that.
Bro,
the video is viral.
First of all,
a star in that video.
I hate that video for so many reasons. I get messages every day. Like, this one girl messaged me on Instagram, was like, I've been looking for you all this time. And I'm like, for what? I seen you in this video, this dance video, and you was in the chair, and you was getting danced on by this girl, and I saw your facial expressions. And that couldn't be me, because I would have been nervous. First of all, let me stop you right there, because I would not let you dance on me. That's one. But no, I'm telling you, that video has definitely.
Oh, wow.
I'm not even McLovin no more. I'm the nigga in the chair. That's me. That's me.
I gotta see this video.
Yo, like, that joint is like millions of views. And I'm like, I'm just in there looking like this. Look at this ass. Look at this.
Like a hoe.
No. You know what?
Shout out.
You see how they be doing me?
Oh, man.
Another thing about 2020, I don't like Mary Jane been ragging on me.
Right. It's been a little sensitive. Shout out to Don. She said her saddest moment has been Kobe. I ditto that. That was that started 2020. It was like, I think January when he passed.
That was that definitely was.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Kobe is mine. I wanted to ditto what Don said in the chat.
I don't have any saddest moments. Everything was a learning experience, and I value learning. So whatever God had for me to learn, I was ready to learn it and embrace it. So I don't look at it sad, like at a sad moment. I needed to learn that and gain that experience and that knowledge. So
Very optimistic view to have. Ken, what about you?
For me, I think it was Chadwick, man. That hit so different. You know what I mean? Just I think who he was before, and then I think the fact that it just came out of nowhere. Like it's just literally, I thought it was a hoax. I was like, man, go somewhere with that. And then just knowing like how long he had been dealing with that, and no one ever, and still acting. And so, yeah, that hit different.
I'm looking forward to to the August Wilson's Ma Rainey. You know, And I heard Denzel directed it. Loretta Devine is in it, but I guess I'm assuming this was the last movie that he did. That he finished.
Viola, have you seen the
who did
trailer?
I say?
I don't know.
No, I meant Viola Davis. I think I mentioned somebody, but I think she did.
She kills.
Are you talking that scene she was crying?
Yeah.
Or she had the makeup on? Yeah. All right. So least favorite moments. How about? Oh, you mentioned.
I didn't even go yet.
Get it.
My bad, Mary J. Go ahead. You know, I felt like you did it.
But dang,
My bad. My bad, Dage. I love you, boo. My bad, Mary Jane. Okay.
It's okay. So my least favorite moment, I relate to McLovin. But staying in. You know, staying in, there are pros and cons to staying in. But I think that I did get very grounded. I lost time with friends, though. Lost a lot of time with friends. But you know what? I learned a lot from it because I overcommitted myself to a lot of things during this time because I felt like I had a lot of free time. So I got back to my normal college life self and wanted to be involved in everything and wanted to do everything. But I quickly learned and had to sit myself down because it's just not enough time in the world. So that was my lesson learned this year.
I love that you added that, and you really kicked off the conversation of lessons learned. For me, I believe I learned the value of time, and how important it is for you to value and appreciate time because time moves, right? 1 second ago, I was a second younger than I am now. You know what I'm saying? And so time waits for no one. And this year really taught me to just do it. I mean, the Nike slogan became so real in my life this year, and I want to definitely challenge myself to do that more. But yeah, the lesson I learned this year was just do it. Don't wait.
They paid you for that?
Just do it. Shout out to Nike. You feel me? We're gonna clip this and then we're gonna post it and we're gonna tag them. Everybody at Nike once you see this highlight.
Right. Same thing with Insecure. Same thing. So lessons I learned.
Oh, you got some more?
Yeah, I do have some more. A lot more.
I want you to find back at me.
A lot more. The lessons that I learned is just have faith in yourself. You better have faith in yourself 100%. You better have faith in yourself 110% and actually go after whatever it is that you want and don't let nobody stop you. That's like one of the biggest lessons that I learned for myself because I always second guess myself and doubt. So like I just started pushing myself and just have faith in yourself that you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to.
Yeah.
What about you, Ken?
I think for me, man, it was just flexibility, the ability to like pivot, like, something comes and just the ability to just, see what happens. One of the things that I like to say with myself is observe, assess, decide, and act, right? And then just finding yourself in those situations to where you've got to take a situation that you thought you were going down I-40 and you got a roadblock. Now you got to go up somewhere, to get where you're trying to go. And so I think that was the biggest thing for me is just learning how to adjust on the fly.
No more pain, just power being released soon, ladies and gentlemen. Ken Taylor, his new book released. No pain, no power. You want to hear more of those gems? It's gonna be released soon. McLovin, did you? Oh, I thought you were adding something. So now, what should be when you were looking like?
Damn, you didn't even let me answer.
You answered earlier.
You didn't let me answer the question that you just asked.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm good. Keep going, bro. Just go, man.
You talked about staying in, did you not?
Bro, just go, man.
Are you sure?
Bro,
Say
just
no more.
go.
All right. So, what should be left in 2020? What are some things that should be left in 2020? I would love to start. Number one.
No, I wanted to start.
Hey,
Mary Jane, go ahead. You look like
No,
my mother
you go,
raised.
you
No, my
go,
mother
you
raised
go.
a gentleman. Ladies first. Go ahead.
well, I'll go.
Dang. Okay, so I had 3 things. All right. For one, Trump needs to be left in 2020. Apparently, a lot of people just cannot let it go. The signs are up. It's like we are, but a lot of Republicans are being sore losers right now. He is not your president anymore. All right. 2, those that aren't leveling you up. So if you have a group of people in your circle who are just losing it, they're not really evolving, they're not growing, they're not pouring into you, they're not supporting you, they need to be left behind because they are keeping you behind. And 3, I think, and we spoke on this in the season, cancel culture needs to be like over. Too many people have too many opinions and they're not working on their own lives. It just needs to be dead this entire year and left behind.
I second that. Like, I didn't cancel B. Simone when everybody did. I still supported her. So
That's
go
why.
ahead,
That's
lead it,
why I
cancel
admire
it.
you. Oh, you should be. That's exactly what needs to happen. You need to be
Be
loyal.
right or die.
You're right. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. People were like, I canceled B. Simone. I still posted on Instagram, still bought a book, still listened to it, still used her manifestation to do it. Yeah. Baby girl, don't do it. I didn't cancel B. Simone. That was the rat. I was like, I ain't doing it. Y'all got some issues with yourself, so you can't be looking at other people's faults and not correcting yours. So no, I did not cancel B. Simone. That was a
So
rat.
you're just doing cancel culture?
Yes, just
Okay.
get rid of it, please.
I want to get rid of the word toxic. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired of hearing the word toxic.
I second that.
It's like we just discovered that word existed.
You know how black people are.
But
Man,
I mean, yeah,
things through the dirt.
toxic. And speaking to what you were kind of talking about, Mary Jane, as we talk about toxicity. Oh my Lord.
Sounding like
get
Mary
like
Jane.
me.
Toxicity.
I used to have braces, so I haven't overcome a lot of my speech impediment. Anyway, people often.
You a lie.
You know how black people, you know how you get to the choir stand, excuse me if the devil got my heart, my throat.
Toxicity. There we go. Speaking of toxicity, all right.
Look at you.
Mary Jane. I'm tired of people saying, I'm tired of this person. They're so toxic. I'm tired of toxic people in my life. I think oftentimes we need to look in the mirror. You might be the toxic person.
Exactly.
You know? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, let's leave the word toxic in 2020. That's all I have. McLovin?
Ken,
okay.
I was just gonna say, literally fighting battles that have no point, no spoil, you get nothing from. I think that's one thing. If I realized that with the pandemic of having to be like really distanced from people, is like how much peace I had without some people that I just felt I had to have in my life. And so just really learning not just to pick my battles, but to know what battles that I need to fight in order to get the spoil that I need to, for 2021, and then just knowing what battles, like, look, you can fight me, but at the end of the day, I'm good. You fight yourself.
And you know what that reminds me of? No pain, no power. I'm sorry, no more pain, just power. New book release. Kent Taylor is releasing soon.
How much you paying him?
Not enough.
Let me see that cash out. 'Cause this must be
Real, no more pain, just power,
the
people.
promo. I ain't never seen Marvin promote this much. This the third commercial.
Hey, man, I'm just saying.
One thing that I would like to leave in 2020, man. So many. I think one, can we leave the knee out, booty out poses that the women do? You got the knee out, but then you put your hip out, then your butt look bigger. That's one. I feel like that's misleading. Okay.
All right, because little booties gotta show a little.
And don't get me wrong,
something.
I like little booties. Don't get me wrong. I know. But it's so misleading, okay? Can we leave?
So don't be misled. Don't be easy.
Mary Jane, you must post those type of pictures.
She do.
Just offended because,
They are misleading.
booties matter.
You see my Donald Trump dipping fingers? He's a good foodie. Just like First of all, look, can we leave that in 2020? Also, can we leave those pants with the patterns in them? No, I don't know what they got like patterns in them. They're like leggings, but they're not. They got like
jeggings.
Not jeggings.
I know what you're talking about because they work out in them all the time. Oh,
and it's those,
and they don't wear panties with them on.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And can we leave?
What?
Can we
It's
leave?
a trap.
What is the name of that?
What's the? I can't know what we're talking about.
It's
I
not
have
hippie.
no idea what y'all
Oh
talking
yes, those. Oh man,
No, those aren't it.
Those are one though.
Because it kind of looks like Velcro.
Yes, those are the ones I'm talking about too.
What are they called?
Those are
Can you type in
also,
Velcro leggings?
what is the
Oh my
name?
God! What is it like?
It's a trap. It's not,
like-
it's terrible.
Not Velcro.
I mean, it looks nice, but it does look like Velcro.
No, that's not it. It's something. Y'all know what it is.
Okay, those aren't it. I know what you're talking about, McLovin, but yeah, leave those.
Can we leave those?
Somebody in the chat, let us know.
Please let me know. Can we leave
Leggings
those
with patterns
in 2020?
that are Velcro.
It looks like, I'm sorry, McLovin, go ahead.
No, they. I don't know what the pattern thingy is.
Somebody knows.
Women know what I'm talking about. They just don't want. They just don't want.
I'll tell you who
Don't
wears
play
them.
with me
DJ
in
Toots and them.
because
We got message Toots. They wear them.
Okay.
Not that I'm looking like that. I'm just saying.
I mean, we looking because it's the pattern. It's the pattern.
What?
But basically, it just it sinks right
It's
in.
a
We'll
lot.
put it right
Man,
there.
look.
We'll put it like that.
Also, can we leave behind? And I'm not saying in a bad. If you got your nipples pierced,
What?
wait, let me finish.
No, that's
You
not.
are sexist.
If you, I'm not. You're not listening.
Oh my God!
all
The
of your
misogyny.
The question
misogyny.
So
Oh
question
Lord!
was-
in their clothes.
I'll wait. The question was.
Wait too.
The question was, what did I want to leave back? Can we leave nipple piercings, no bra, posing picture? And I'm not saying I don't. It's your body. I promise you, I'm not telling you that. But when you taking the picture and you know you got nipple piercings, and I just see it like right there. I like is the goal for you to
DeMarcus,
tell?
what you be having on your Instagram and Facebook?
Don't y'all telling me I don't have women?
McLovin, you're not crazy, bro.
Okay,
You're
I know I'm
not
not.
crazy.
I know I don't just follow women who just got their nipples pierced and patterned leggings,
Right.
and goddamn the knee out, hip
Sorry,
out.
McLovin, but I really do think it's you. Men choose who they if it really bothers you,
So
it
also-
bothers those
I
women.
follow.
Like, it's that simple.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm bothered by it. What I am saying, one, I'm intrigued. Two, I'm just saying, you know, I be trying to focus, and then here you go, distraction.
Ken, what do you think about what are we leaving in 2020?
Typical man.
I think, like I said, going back to that particular aspect of just like unnecessary arguments. You know what I mean? Like, not leggings. I'm staying away as far away from that as possible. I got two sisters. I know better. But yeah, no. I mean,
That's what I'm talking about.
I got sisters too. They ain't wearing the pattern legging, hip out, booty out.
yeah,
Be
no, I
your
get it.
sister.
It's a trap.
It's a
It's
trap.
a trap. That's all
Okay,
it is.
unnecessary argument. So, Ken, we're gonna. I want before we head into 2021, Ken is gonna be giving us some great tips for us to adhere to as we begin goal setting. But before we get there, okay, if 2020 had a homegoing celebration, we need to talk about who would be on the program. Okay, let's start with the musical selections. If you could kind of hit who you would think and why really quickly. Who should be on program to give the musical selections?
Not Ashanti.
Whoa, no,
Whoa.
you
Hey.
didn't. Shanti.
I'm letting you know now, Mary Jane do not play about
sorry.
division of black women.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight you on Gucci for real.
Okay, so not Ashanti. I'm gonna give one. I just think she always does a great. I need Yolanda Adams to be
Oh,
on
she
this
kills.
on this in this order of service, and I
You
need
know-
her to sing "The Battle Is Not Yours." It's the Lord's. So that time she did it on the BET Awards when they were honoring her. That was the first time in a long time. I mean, the BET Awards caught the Holy Ghost. So anyway, I'm going with Yolanda Adams.
What about Fantasia?
Woo!
Yes,
Yes.
Fantasia.
Fanny.
Fantasia. So she blows.
She's on Hollywood.
does.
You have to have Fantasia on there. That's the
Shout out
first
to
person.
Nadine. That's
Okay,
her
I
favorite
want to go
artist.
next. Okay.
Don't say
I say
Gucci.
R. Kelly. Bring Kelly back.
What?
As long as I didn't say it.
Plot
As
twist.
long as I didn't say it.
Was not expecting that.
I need to see everybody cash out on the table. Somebody in here.
As long as I didn't say it.
Cause everybody
I'm okay with it too, Mary
But
Jane.
everybody's on Marvin's side. Marvin, who you paying?
I'm not paying anybody.
She said R. Kelly. Now, mind
No,
you,
for
R. Kelly has a story
and
to
don't get me
tell
wrong,
in
I
the
think for
song.
He
me,
does.
I think for me, I'm only shocked because every time you brought up R. Kelly, Marvin, Mary Jane always cut it out. I'm appalled.
No, I didn't.
Let's
No,
run
I
back.
So who
didn't.
would you say,
It
McLovin?
was hilarious. I miss his R. Kelly responses. I love R. Kelly. I mean, you know, despite what he did, I still love his music. I mean, I'm that type of person. You can hate me
Just
for it.
separate.
I didn't
but
say I like R. Kelly's music.
I can't let go of bump and grind. You know.
Who's on the musical selection, McLovin?
For me, I think my musical selection is the Sunday Choir by Kanye West. Kanye West Choir.
But I heard they missing $1 million according to
It don't
something
matter.
I read.
They fire.
Okay,
I give
this
look,
is true.
Look, they are. You know,
This is true.
they fire. So
Okay. Now we got. All right, let's do two more. Who's delivering the eulogy?
Probably Kimberly Elise. I mean,
Okay.
every
Why do
role,
you say that?
Every role she plays, and
That's
she
true.
has the ability to just like. I think she would just be able to tap into that.
Not Angela Bassett.
I like
Lady
Angela.
May? First Lady May?
She would be good.
Oh no, that's not Angela Bassett.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Angela
what's her name? Man. Well, speaking of that, I'm gonna go with Bishop Greenleaf. Did y'all watch the Greenleaf?
Yes.
Back on.
No, oh yeah, it's over with. Or I would also say the general
It is.
Reverend, who was it? Reverend Gray? Who did the eulogy for Nipsey Hussle? Y'all remember? I'm gonna look it up. Nipsey Hussle's eulogist. Did you all not see the funeral?
No, I didn't
Or
watch it.
Reverend
I don't
Arnold
watch
would be
either.
good
I'm-
too.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of watching.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't do
But
that.
damn, you missed out on the Kobe. Damn, it was on Channel 17.
I'll go with Al Sharpton too. I think he would.
He
be
can
great.
preach.
He can, and he did a great job at George Floyd's funeral. Anybody else want to add?
I think for me, I would probably add the preacher from Don't Be a Menace. I don't know if y'all remember that movie.
Yeah.
The guy name was Lester Beret.
Okay.
Beret. I think he'll take a good, nice little collective offering. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Pass the plate. So,
Okay.
Please, y'all play so much.
Let's do one more. Who's cooking the food? I think we can agree. Gladys Knight and
Patty.
Patty. I mean, give some of that Patty pie. Who else? Anybody want to add anybody else?
You said get some of that what?
That Patty pie.
Patty, you hear
All I
that?
know is I'm making the mac and cheese.
You say you're
Good.
not?
I'm making the mac and
Oh,
cheese.
If the mac
Okay.
and cheese don't sound like
While you're cooking, you're crazy.
oh Lord.
Why you mix it up?
don't want it. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Did y'all hear that
You're
noise?
sexist.
Okay.
The same guy that was talking about nipple piercings and like
Y'all
little
are crazy.
booties with the knee out. Like,
First of all, I like little booties. Can we not? Please don't be like on Instagram and Twitter. McLovin don't like us little booty girl. I did not say that. I don't want y'all to think I said that. Those were not my words.
So let's move forward. Before we head out again, we appreciate Ken Taylor
Oh, man.
joining us, motivational speaker, author, nationally recognized political strategist. And Ken, one thing that I admire about you, you are an amazing motivational speaker. And I know that this year was supposed to be the second annual vision. I can't think of the name. Write and Win. Write and Win party. Yeah,
You better say write the vision.
I know.
Make it plain.
So, Ken, because you're our goal setting expert for the evening, like, do you have any advice on how we can approach goal setting in 2021, considering the year we've had with 2020, things of that nature?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we're talking about.
Talking.
Yeah, one of the things we're talking about now is making sure that you finish strong so that you can start strong. stronger. I think one of the places where most people mess up with trying to, get their goals, and they wait until January 1st, and that's literally like showing up to the championship game with no preseason, no spring conditioning or anything of that nature. And so one of the things we tell people now is start your planning now. I've been in the gym trying to get like Marvin a little bit, bulk up a little bit.
I'll start losing again.
But one of the things that when I started with my trainer a couple of weeks ago, he was like, we're just gonna do some full body stuff, just some light work. And I'm like, nah, man, I want to I want to lift, I want to, chest. He was like, nah, I have to condition you so that you can handle that type of weight. And so we literally just started doing like heavy weights today. And what I was able to notice the difference from when I started before is this time I was able to handle that weight differently than I did previous times where I just started in the gym. And it's kind of like running, right? When you're in a race and you're kind of reaching back and you start forward, the goal is that by the time you get that baton, you're fully in that race, and all you have to do is clinch it and then just set your sights on the finish line. And so I think that's the biggest thing that I would tell people is like, finish strong, like finish this year in the best position. That like, don't wait till the beginning of the year to do your budget. Sit down now, start to doing that budget. Don't wait till the top of the year. Start, taking out what I've done with my diet is I took out, sweets the first week, and then I took out dairy, right? I know I'm trying, it's hard. But you know what I'm saying? But like slowly but surely. So by the time I get to the new year, I'm not starting, to actually move in that process, but I'm starting the new year where I want to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just before we start wrapping up, what about, oftentimes we set goals and we may get to that time in the year where, oh man, it was gonna be new year, new me.
Yeah.
But we all, I don't know, I guess you would call it maybe plateauing at some point, or it's hard to get yourself back on track. So what tips do you have for those of us who may struggle with being consistent or getting back on the horse?
Yeah, I would say for me, that's all about your team, who you have around you. Somebody earlier was talking about, leaving Mary Jane, about people in the past, right? And so one of the things with me, I learned very early, I can't get myself back on track, right? So I have to surround myself with people who would be like, Ken, you falling off, bro. Like, what you doing? This is not what we set for the beginning. And then honestly and truly, one of the, I actually have to submit to those folks, right? So when, Martavius, when RJ, my baby sister, when they come to me and they're like, look, this is not what you said that you were going to be doing, or, it's quarantine, you working from home. I noticed that it's 11 o'clock. What you doing still in the bed, right? I don't get upset with them. You can't tell me what to do. I listen to them, and then I, work with them to get, better in those particular spaces. And so one of the things I say with that is just finding yourself a pit crew. We call them a pit crew. Like when you're in the drive car races, you pull over, right? And that's preachers, people who kind of preach to you, make sure that you're where you need to be. People can prepare you for what that next level is. And then the I is inspire you. People who can always keep you inspired, always looking to, and I told you earlier, your page really helps with that. And that's like, no cap, like for real. People who find, like one of the things I have I have an Instagram page that I made up, and it's all inspiration. It's just literally people who and I just go to that and I scroll through there. And then the last thing is the T for pit crew is teachers, people that I can go to when I know it's a new area for me and say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm struggling in this particular area. Or, hey, I'm lifting. I've been in the gym and I'm not getting bigger. I'm not, and whatever. And then they come and say, all right, well, you got to switch up your weight. You know what I'm saying? You've learned how to carry that too easy, right? So finding those people who can like preach to you, can prepare you, who can inspire you, and people who can teach you. And that's generally how I think you can either, one, prevent yourself from getting to that place, and then two, find those people who can snatch you out of that place when you find yourself there.
That reminds me of something that I heard somebody say. No more pain, just power, ladies and gentlemen. No more pain,
Good one.
just
Good
power.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is
It'll be
a word
released.
from our sponsors.
Ken, man, definitely some gems, and I know, I'm saying it jokingly, but these are definitely gems that you're dropping, and so we appreciate you
glad to
coming
be here,
through.
man. Yeah.
Now, would you mind talking about your event? How can people, if people want to be further inspired, they need your mentorship when it comes to goal setting for 2021. Do you have anything coming up, or how can people keep in contact?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've kind of had to repurpose because of COVID the event a little bit. So it's going to be more virtual, and we're going to kind of be doing things with the app. So the first thing I would tell people to do is go download the Ken Taylor Speaks app. Literally starting today, we're going to starting tomorrow, we're going to be doing lots of giveaways, lots of nuggets and things of that nature that we were going to do on Saturday, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on there for, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you really want to go and download that app. We've got some amazing nuggets and some folks that are coming. We're going to be taking 2 people, taking care of like all of their fees that it takes for them to be incorporated in that particular space, and then certainly following us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Ken Taylor Speaks, and so those are probably the best ways that you can kind of stay in touch with us, and then also reach back out to us. Let us know what you need. One of the things that I really value about what we do is it's not just us, and so I know that the areas that I'm very, very strong at, and then I bring other people in the places that I'm weak. So like literally my trainer's coming. I hate working out in the gym. So he's going to be coming on, and he's going to be doing some things to help, like people getting fit. And then like we've got another person who's coming out, a financial planner. She's going to be coming on, and she's going to be talking about that. Pam Ross, she's a culturalist and just talking about culture in different organizations. And so she's going to be coming on. So it's going to be a really, really great place. But feel free, right directly in that app, tell us what you're looking for. And if we don't have it, we'll definitely kind of find it for you and make sure that we're doing our goal. Like we'd say, Ken Taylor Speaks, is putting you on your path to victory, whatever it takes to getting that plan and that strategic nature that it takes to actually get you from concept to completion, whatever those goals are. Yeah.
Well, Ken, we appreciate you so much for joining. What's the name of the app one more time for our
Ken
listeners?
Taylor Speaks. Yeah, you can go to Apple Store and Android. Yeah.
Great. Well, I look forward to it, and I'll be downloading the app.
Thanks, man.
This evening. Yes, sir. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Ken Taylor.
Hey, no, this has been an honor to be here with you guys.
No more power, no more pain, just power. Book will be released soon. It is now time for our Dear Millennials open letter. All right. Dear Millennials, heading into the year 2021, omit the word try and replace it with the word do. I heard a wise man once say, when you quote unquote try to do something, you give yourself an excuse not to do it. So we're leaving that in 2020. Imagine this. Imagine if Ice Cube said, you can try to do it, put your back into it. Imagine if Kia said, try it, right? It doesn't even sound right. So with that being said, try less and do more. Let's get it. 2021. We are Dear Millennials, a Lit Ass Podcast. Season 4 finale. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube live show tuning into the chat. Jennifer White, what's up? Amber Bugs, Jacqueline Thomas. Shout out to my mom. Let me just say this real quick. My mother is hilarious. When we were talking about the repast, who would be cooking for the repast, she said Chef G. Garvin. Y'all remember Chef G. Garvin?
No.
On BET? Hey, y'all laugh. That fake laugh.
I didn't know.
It's the boy G. Garvin.
Well, first of all, I already seen it. So that's why I was like, I seen her when she posted it.
He was like the only black chef. He was bald. Oh my God.
Hood.
Mama, you see how they do? They fake laugh at your jokes.
I didn't
You know what? Okay.
They ain't real.
Marvin just watched TV too much.
My bad, we outside and shit.
Shout out to, I think this is Michelle. This is one of your homegirls, Ken. Is it Michelle? Michelle. Oh, like Dr. Dre. Okay.
Ooh, do you run?
All right. Tierra Carlton.
No,
again,
that's not her.
thank you everybody that tuned into our YouTube live show. Make sure you hit that like button. If you are listening on any of our podcasts, our audio podcast platforms, again, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with us all season. It's your boy Top Rain Marvin Frank. Shout out to my family. Happy holidays to everyone. I love y'all. Shout out to my mom, my dad, my nephew, my goddaughter, my whole Chicago family. We've been on these video chats. Yesterday we got off at 1 a.m. I don't know why I was on a video chat at 1 a.m. knowing I had to get up for work. But yeah, man, it's good. So love on your people, especially during this holiday season.
Y'all already know what it is.
It's
your
who?
boy. It is McLovin. Shout out to just everybody that's just been tuned in to the podcast. Shout out to my mama who's about to leave to go to California for 9 months. Let her tell her she ain't staying there, but she just going there and gonna come back and check her in Memphis. Nah, you going to California.
A long time.
Shout out to my son, the Big Five. Shout out to, man, just the crew. I think that's one thing I wanted to say earlier is that, you know, being on this team has taught me so much. And I just appreciate you all so much, not only for being, you know, brothers and sisters, but just being accountability partners, motivators, you know, inspirations, you know, uncles and aunts to my son, you know. So I want you all to know that I value you all and I appreciate what we got here. Cause this shit right here, this shit right here, this shit is replicable. I sound like y'all too. You can't copy it. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
Don't blame it on us.
And I want y'all to
It's
know,
just you.
man, I'ma ride for this shit. I'ma die for this shit. Dear millennials for life.
For life.
For life.
That's love.
Alright, it's your girl Mary Jane. I want to shout out to my mama. I want to shout out to my dad, whose birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Pops.
Shout out to my younger siblings. Shout out to my cousins, the entire family. Also, shout out to my line sisters. I feel like I am surrounded by a whole bunch of bosses. One of my line sisters, Carmen, just opened a gym recently in Fort Valley, Georgia. She has an entire, not a franchise, an entire gym
Wow.
on her name.
Wow.
I got quite a line sisters who are out there doing the thing. So shout out to them. And I always say this, but shout out to our listeners for supporting us and believing in us, shouting us out faithfully, tuning in faithfully. We really do appreciate you all and downloading. Thank you so much.
Man, y'all already know it's your girl OPP, aka South Memphis Queen. I'm not gonna do the rundown this time on the last show. Just shout out to my entire family and of course the Dear Millennials crew. I'm a second what DeMarcus said, not McLovin. I don't know. It's just I'm a second that. It's just being on this team has taught me so much. Working with you guys have taught me so much, viewing things from a different perspective, learning like the back work that we do. Dear Millennials behind the scene, y'all, we actually put in a lot of work. I promise y'all we put in a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, cohesiveness, adjustments, and things like that. I can definitely say like rocking with y'all these last 4 seasons has made me look at myself in a different perspective and learn so much from you all. It's nothing like peer-to-peer learning.
Man.
Never. It's nothing like peer-to-peer mentoring and learning. I promise you, it's nothing like it.
Thank you. Oh, again, we have very special
One more
guests.
shout out. I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry. Sorry, you all. But I got to shout out my boyfriend. All right, man, he's been showing me the fruits. And I have been digging in, learning, soaking. He's been very, what is it called? He's been a teacher to a lot of the things that I am learning about adult life and finances. So I appreciate him. Shout out to him.
Shout out to E. Very special guest joining us again, Ken Taylor, also known as Ken Taylor Speaks. Ken, we appreciate you so much for joining us. Any last shout outs, anything you want the people to know? How can they, again, get in contact with you if they want to reach out?
Yeah, no, definitely just every shout out to every person who had a dream at the beginning of 2020, got derailed but didn't give up. Every single mother who's trying to figure out how they're going to get those last minute Christmas presents to make their kids smile after a crazy year. Definitely shout out to the people who love and support me. Shout out to RJ, birthday tomorrow, for all the amazing things that he has been to me. My baby sister Tiara, who's just a pillar of strength and love. My older sister, who is a nurse, literally rocking a COVID floor, doing everything, holding those patients, standing in the stead of their families, right? Who are by themselves. And shout out to y'all. Like it is not just form. Like I really, really admire you guys. I really, really love the show, and it is definitely an honor to be here. And so congratulations on just producing something amazing and inspiring people. And just remember me when y'all blow up.
Man, Ken, you remember us. Oh my God. Y'all, let me tell you one thing about Ken. He's very humble. Now, I won't go into name dropping, but let's just say a lot of leaders go to him for his consultation and his advice and his perspective. So we appreciate you, Ken, so much. And Alec, before we leave, shout out to you. Thank you so much, Parastar Studios.
Yes.
Now, before we go, I have something that I need to, let me say this first. Ken, we have something for you. We're going to get with you later this week to get that to you, as well as Alec. But I have something that I need to give real quick. Hold on.
While Marvin is doing all that, I would like to say one thing. This is my last season with the Temptations.
What to say? What?
Happy Halloween.
Oh shit! I've only wanted to join you, bro.
What in the world?
Open it carefully. OPP, I know that.
Can I open it now?
No, let me say this. Yes, please open it now. I
Okay,
know
we gotta
that
open it.
What the world?
everybody does not necessarily celebrate
Come on.
Christmas,
Let's open it.
but this is a holiday present and a gift of
Hey, I might
appreciation.
need this paper later.
Huh?
Where's mine?
Oh, Mary Jane, yours is coming. Yours is coming.
Okay.
And I have it. Yours is coming.
I don't want to.
It don't sound like no shoes.
And Mary Jane, I have to. I needed to get the mailing address, but I have yours. It's in the car. And I started to bring the third one up just so you would know. But this is for
Bro,
you
open
all
it.
being such amazing hosts.
All right, let me
All
see.
right, yeah, open it carefully.
Tuition.
All right.
Yeah, hurry up.
Look, I don't want to
this
mess
a
up my
nice-ass
rap.
paper,
That's
too.
what I'm
Okay.
saying. I don't want to mess my stuff up. You can mess yours up.
Just rip it.
Mess yours up.
Where you take this to King Kong?
It's I can't tell you. All right. All right. This is just a little token and something for us to all remember where we started and something.
Yo!
Okay.
Yo, is it the turtleneck picture?
Yo! I've been thinking that I wanted one of these.
By the way, when I got it, man, it looks okay.
Look at me. Look up, Olive. Stay cheating.
And we got to get out of here, but just to put it in context, this was our very first photo shoot. Wow. A picture from our very first season, which was in February of 2019.
Look at the nails.
Shout out to Sarai for designing the logo for us. Shout out to all of us for the vision.
Shout out to Antoine for the photography.
Antoine Lever, yes, for shooting that just a really dope photo shoot.
Man.
And
I'm lost for words.
Like, yo.
So I appreciate you all. Thank you for all of your hard work, all that you manage with
love it.
families
So
and
exciting.
school and owning your own businesses and just being amazing. And again, Alec and Kim, we have something for you as well. And we'll get with you later in the week. But ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all so much.
Hold it up, bro. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up, man.
Money.
Look at this.
This
Like,
ain't no
look at
$2
this.
gift.
Look at this, the death row image of
And,
dear millennials. Like, come on now.
Okay, we finished. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I'm glad you like it, man. I was-
My mama.
Like, look at
you
this.
know,
It's so
something to always remember where we started from. But yeah, Dear Millennials, a lit ass podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in with us all season 4, and for the last time in 2020. Let's say it. Let's have a lit ass week.
Oh my gosh. Hold up. Mama.
This man crazy.
Mama. Okay. No, she ain't answering.
Look.
This is amazing.
Oh,
Nah,
wow.
no problem, man. I appreciate
Thank you, Mr. Frank.
Mary Jane, I know that's not your favorite picture, but
No, I like that picture. I just don't like the turtle.
Yo, we should do this for every season.
We're actually pretty
Yes.
Like,
well.
real talk, I was
mine.
doing like this already. I was like, you know what? I need to have a gallery in
Yes.
my room. In my
In your room.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
living room,
God.
Yes, I'm